Sorry, y'all, I was muted. Didn't realize it. What's up, y'all? It is Friday. Trending topics. We about to get into it. We got some trending topics that we will be discussing. We have some other topics that we will be critiquing tonight. And I got my girls with me tonight. I got Nita the Diva. Hey Nita. How are
Hey,
you tonight?
I'm doing good.
Thank you for coming
Thanks for
through.
having
And we are discussing we just talk about trending topics, basically what kind of happened this week, what things were in the was in the know, and we're gonna talk about different things tonight that you and I discussed and things like that.
right.
So first I'm gonna start off with who we lost this week, which is Magoo from he's famously known from rapping with Timbaland, and he passed away at age 50. And I'm looking at he just, well, actually the date is he passed away was August 13th. I meant to put August 13th, not the first. Sorry about that. But
Okay.
he passed away this week, and this was kind of a shock. This is young for him. It was
This is young.
unexpected. Yeah. So and not only that, he's basically faded out of the rap scene. He hasn't been doing anything like that. He's been mostly behind the scenes. If doing anything, he might come up and do a performance here and there. But other than that, we haven't seen much of him.
Yeah.
What's your
From what I
thoughts,
heard,
Nita?
he didn't like the spotlight, and so he kind of faded in the background. So I think he did a lot of
Mm-hmm.
producing, songwriting, and things like that. And it's so unfortunate because it feels like we're losing them younger and younger and younger, and it's just
Yes.
unfortunate to hear. So I don't know. We don't have a cause of death at this time, but
No, it's just unexpected. They don't really have any information on other than him passing. But I just
right.
wanted to bring it to everybody's attention. That's one of
Yes,
the
rest in
things that
peace.
happened this week. And but the main story, I'm trying the main one of the main stories was Michael Orr. You remember the Blind Side movie? And
Right.
I want to say we talked about this when he talked about when he mentioned this before. We did this as a hidden gems before. When we it
Oh,
wasn't like the movie. We It was like, how we would bring up a trending topic. This is when the book came out, and he was saying that the story wasn't true.
oh,
What we
okay.
spoke about,
Okay.
not the whole lawsuit thing. This is all new. He just came about with doing this,
Okay. I might
and
have been unfamiliar with it, so it might have
well,
went
what
over my
happened
head.
with his case right now? You know how Britney Spears is under a conservatorship.
Right.
He unbeknownst to him, he says he signed papers when he was over 18, and this was to go, I guess, to go to the college. They helped him with a lot of things, and they have it as them taking a conservatorship. So they're saying that
Without
they
him
collected
knowing.
without him knowing. He was thinking he was being adopted. So he has come back to basically sue them because he's saying he didn't get any of the proceeds from the movie The Blind Side, and they said that movie made over 300 million, something like that. So
Oh, wow.
he was pretty upset. Well, not upset. He was torn between actually making this decision to go through and file for the lawsuit because he
Mm.
actually loves this family. This people took him in, and they are, I want to say they are kind of responsible for his career, or they
Yeah.
helped him along because
Yeah.
he's saying, according to the book, Nita, he was already All America before he moved into their house. So
Oh.
if remember how it looked like he was a caveman, and they raised him up and taught him how to play football at a high school age. And I'm like, this is it. When we watching this, at first I really liked the movie because I like Sandra Bullock and stuff like that.
Right.
But some of the parts of it was kind of in disbelief, but there was a part in the movie when the lady said was these people taking advantage of him when he was taking this test, and then they had him back. Do you remember that part?
Yeah, see?
And they had him go in there and talk to these people. So it's just like making me scratch my head with that.
Yeah, because
So,
you know, when you're young, you're very
mhm.
naive. You don't know everything that's going on behind the scenes. You don't know the fine print and the paperwork and stuff like that. So it's absolutely possible. But I don't want to undercut what the family did do for him. I'm
Neither do I.
sure me raising a boy and not even an athlete, just a regular boy, what I put and pour into him, I still don't want to undercut them, but if it was done kind of underhandedly, like I don't like the misgivings. And if it's proven, okay. If it's not proven, and it might be, people try to project narratives and say things or whatever. We'll see. I mean, I just don't know. I just feel like we just really need to see how it's proven. But those white people have the power of privilege and
Yeah.
money, and sometimes
Mhm.
dealing with privilege, money, and whiteness, you may be on the losing end of that stick. So I feel bad. I mean, I'm still torn and conflicted. I feel two ways about it.
That's
Because
how
I
I
know
feel.
children tend to try to change the narrative on their parents when they turn older or whatever. I understand that. I've been a product of that. And
Mhm.
so at the same time, I just want to see both sides. So I'm not like I just want to see the proof. I want to see what comes of it. But
Well, you know
yes,
what,
it's
Nita?
really.
Both of them made statements. Both of them have made statements about this.
Mhm.
They have also the Tuohy's basically is saying that before this lawsuit came about, he actually he actually came to them and tried to extort 15,000 or $15,000 from them, and they said he came to them with this before. He tried to extort money. This is the
Yeah.
words they're using now.
Yeah, I
And
don't
and,
like
and
that.
I'm
I
kind
don't
of
like
like,
that
I'm
word.
torn between this because now I feel like you are being exposed. It is so, and I'm thinking about the part that happened. How ironic it is what happened with the movie and that scene. I wanted to
Mhm.
get that scene so bad to show you guys, but
Yeah, it's
it's
been a long time since I've seen this, so
yeah. I was looking for it and I couldn't really find it at the moment.
yeah, but the whole thing about the extortion, I feel like as much money as he has made them, I feel like there shouldn't be any extortion out of it. I feel like,
It shouldn't even be a conversation.
right, you should be like, okay, even if he has to ask for it, but it doesn't feel like it should be extortion. You guys are only this because I was that. So I feel like we need to be coming together on something. Like it's almost like when you hear like about, like Britney Spears and her parents trying to cut her out of what she's done. I don't care if she's come to them and asked for $1 million. That's not extorting. That's the money I work for and I didn't get whatever.
Exactly.
So no, so yeah, it's just not working for me. So yeah, I still don't know enough. I really still need to research. I feel bad that I didn't research it. A lot of the stories I'm not really too involved in, but I thought we was gonna hear a little clip or something like that so I can get a little bit more understanding. But
Well,
you did.
I do got a little clip so you could get a little understanding. I thought
Okay.
let me go to
Okay.
the clip and play. Just give me a second. I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna set it up and get it ready so that way you can see.
Yeah, Candy Love, is that extortion a trigger word? They throw out them dog whistles. I know exactly what that is. And I'm like, no, that's not extortion. It's called asking your parents for some of the money that you help contribute to. Hello?
Exactly. Exactly. I don't see it as that, Nita.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
definitely don't see it as that. All right. Let me get this up.
If you can't find it, don't worry
No,
about it.
I
I
got it.
pretty much got
No,
the
no, I
gist of
got
what
it.
you were saying, and it's fine. I feel like we're in agreement. I mean, I wasn't really.
Yeah, but for them to ask, I don't know, for them to say that he's extorting, I don't like that.
Yeah, I know that they made more than enough money. So now when stories like this come up, it makes me feel like, is this clout that you're chasing for because of the age of social media?
Now, former
Here we
NFL
go.
player Michael Orr, whose life story was, of course, portrayed in the Oscar-winning film The Blind Side, is now claiming that the family that took him in never actually adopted him and instead, in his view, tricked him into a conservatorship, keeping Orr out of his own finances. CNN's Bryn Gingras has more on the sudden accusations and the questions surrounding them.
Okay, big smile. Tui family.
Michael Orr, blindsided, he says, by his family at the center of the Hollywood blockbuster.
His team is your family, Michael. You have to protect him. Tony here's your quarterback. You protect his blind side. When you look at him, you think of me.
Yes, ma'am.
In a lawsuit, the former NFL player alleging he was tricked by Sean and Leanne Tui, believing they were adopting the 18-year-old budding football star.
He became part of our lives.
When in fact, they became his conservators and, quote, have total control over Michael Orr's ability to negotiate for or enter any contract, despite the fact he was over 18 years of age and had no diagnosed physical or psychological disabilities. It's a lie Orr says he discovered in February.
Never had one before.
What, a room to yourself?
A bed.
Orr's life story from poverty to NFL stardom with the support of the Tui family became a best-selling book. Then an Oscar-winning film reportedly netting more than $330 million. Orr says he's seen none of that money, and now nearly 20 years later is asking the Tuis for a full accounting of his share. The suit reads, where other parents of Michael's classmates saw Michael simply as a nice kid in need, conservators Sean Tui and Leanne Tui saw something else, a gullible young man whose athletic talent could be exploited for their own benefit. Sean Tui telling a local Tennessee newspaper, we didn't make any money off the movie. His son, SJ, not named in the suit, told Barstool Sports he did make some money, but it didn't make him rich.
I made like 60, 70 grand over the course of the last 4 or 5 years.
The suit also claims Orr, who just published a book about overcoming obstacles this month, unknowingly signed over the rights to his name, image, and likeness in 2007 without payment. Orr has publicly stated he doesn't like how he was portrayed in the movie.
I think the biggest for me is, being portrayed, not being able to read or write. When you go into a locker room and your teammates don't think you can learn a playbook, that weighs heavy.
The Tuis say they are devastated by the claims in the filing, quote, it's upsetting to think we would make any money off any of our children, but we're going to love Michael at 37, just like we loved him at 16.
Now, why the suit?
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Now, okay, so now that you've seen the article and you get a little more of a synopsis of it, what are your thoughts?
I still don't understand. I still feel like my initial thoughts still feel true, because I don't know. It just feels like there's a lot of time that has gone by. But like you said, there was a book. Like, it feels like he's been trying to.
I think he was trying to do it the nice way,
right?
And they weren't budging, so now
right.
he had to basically file the lawsuit,
right?
And I believe he tried to do it the nice way by writing the book.
Yeah.
And he's been taking advantage of time and time again. So that means from 2007, that's when he negotiated that himself, not knowing how the business is.
Right.
And she did everything before. So ain't no telling what they got. They got signed. They had to get something. You can't tell me they didn't. You didn't tell me. You can't tell me that you didn't make no money off this boy.
Yeah, they made money
this young man.
for sure. For sure. We hear about this time and time again. I don't care how adult you are, how kid-like you are. Everybody has been taken advantage of, especially the Black community when it comes to white people, contracts, and all that stuff. So, I'm starting to lean towards there might be some foul play here. So,
I believe so, especially the way they have the sons speaking up, because
yeah.
they're not gonna speak on it. The daughter's not saying anything at all.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate.
So,
I feel like pay that man his money, give
yeah,
him his money. He was out there, like, I could see if we're
he's
talking
retired
about,
now from the NFL too, so he probably does need it.
right, but do you see, like, I can see if he was like a rapper or something, and he just walking on stage rapping and stuff, not to discount rappers or nothing, but he's on the football field tearing his body apart, trying to make plays, do everything that they need to do in order to be successful in the game of football. Football is a very physical sport.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have like a long career doing football. And so once that opportunity ends, they may be a little strapped for money depending on what all happened, like what kind of deals were made. And if he was cut out the deals, ain't no telling what he's getting. So
exactly.
No. It's run that boy his money. He was the star, he was the athlete. And I think at the end of the day, that's where I stand on that, because I feel like he's out there doing the work. And so if there's some mishandlings or everything, you need to get it together.
I agree.
I'm good with that.
All right, so I'm bringing in Miss K. Hey, Miss K.
Hey, Miss K.
Hey, Nina.
All right, so we was just talking about the Michael Orr situation. I don't know if you know or aware of it.
No.
Okay.
Right, I wasn't.
What happened is he didn't realize he was under a conservatorship when he signed these papers. He thought he was actually being adopted, and it turned out to be a conservatorship. And they have basically made money off of the movie. And the movie made over 300 million. And when he got signed to the NFL, that means they negotiated that contract. So what did they get out of that deal too? That's what I'm wondering. I don't think they got his salary. I think they got something off the top. I'm going to even go as far as that. And that's an alleged assumption I'm making.
Front and back end.
So that's what's going on. So he basically sued these people that took him in, because he's retired from the NFL now. And he hasn't received any money from the movie that was made.
Wow. Who is this person?
Michael Orr. Remember the movie The Blind Side?
The Blind Side?
Sandra Bullock?
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Wow.
So that's what's going on with him.
Good. So he didn't make no money from that movie.
No, he didn't.
But the family did.
So they say that's what's being said. They're saying they didn't make any money off the movie either, which I find that hard to believe.
Yeah.
Because the way they was negotiating stuff, they had businesses already, so they know how contracts work.
Right.
Wow.
What I want to say is maybe they're using semantics, and they didn't really make money off the movie, the rights to the book. Whoever wrote the book, if the family they could have
sold it as a screenplay. They probably. So you're saying the way they're saying it is like a technicality.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it sounds like it could be to me. I'm sorry, Ms. K. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. I'm done.
No, so but I'm gonna Miss K. I don't know. What are your thoughts with this, or you don't know too? I know you don't know too much about it, but now that we have informed you of some of the things that are going on, I just posted a news clip. I don't know if you saw it, but what are your thoughts on this, or do you have anything that you would like to say?
About the Blind Side guy?
Yes. By
No,
Michael Orr.
no, I'm not
All right.
sad. No.
So I'm gonna segue on to the next subject because being that they this has been brought up and how they're saying that this movie was a lie. Now they are talking about wrong picture. My bad. Now they're talking about wanting Sandra Bullock to return her Oscar.
No.
And I feel like this is, guys, if you will please scroll up to the top of the chat and cast your vote for tonight, which is tonight's vote is, do you think Sandra Bullock should have to give up the Oscar after this has happened? You know, there's the vote for yes, there's a vote for no, and we will close this out towards the end of the show. So that's what we're doing, okay? So hit that like, hit the share, put me up in that algorithm, y'all, and holla at your girl. So next subject, okay, I don't think she should have to give it up. I feel like it was a good, it's, to me it was good storytelling if we are finding out that this is a lie. I feel like you punishing the wrong people right now with something like that.
Right.
So I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, that don't make no sense. What is that? What does one thing have to do with the other?
Exactly.
The actress who y'all got to play a role in this movie. She bodied the role, and now you mean to tell me, like, what does that have to do with anything? She did her job. Like, I just feel like they just be reaching for anything just to keep stuff going.
I feel like they reach for stuff to have us going back and forth sometimes too.
Yeah, it's so stupid. And you always, I heard somebody saying something. I don't know if it was earlier this week, but you know, I've heard this before, but you always have to be careful when they start this kind of stuff because all these distractions, what are they really doing?
Exactly.
What are they doing?
All right, so moving on to my next thing. Let me see what the chat is saying first. I didn't even see who's here tonight. Hey, Inga. Hey, Candy Love. What's up, Jeremiah? Hey, Tressa C. What's up, Suburbia Jones? Michael Wilder. Daria. Candy Love. Cool Gamer. Shouts out to everybody that's in the building.
Yeah.
And moving on to the next subject. Now, look, I went to it by accident. We're going to talk about these people. Now, I want to kind of, maybe I should let Miss Case be the storyteller of this.
Oh,
and then we'll go to the video.
Okay, I don't have anything to share or nothing, but I read it.
I got the video. So
okay, so he come to find out. Okay, some of you guys might know. I don't know. This is Noel Jones, Bishop Noel Jones. He is the brother of Grace Jones, and so
slave to the rhythm. That Grace Jones,
really? Yes.
Pull up to the bumper, Grace Jones.
That Grace
Jones. Your little black limousine, Grace Jones.
Androgynous Grace Jones.
Oh,
okay.
Lord. Grace Jones. That Grace Jones. Pull up to the bumper, baby.
Oh my God. Okay,
God.
Yeah.
So, I did not know that, Miss Kate.
So I don't know if you guys remember this, like a reality show called Pastor something. It was. Like
I remember that.
Yeah.
Nita know it because you know she know her reality show.
Right. So he was on there, and she was on there as well, and she was like this longtime girlfriend. She couldn't get him to commit. And my thing was, first of all, that looks a little crazy because you have this longtime girlfriend and you're a pastor. You should. So I don't know what that's about. You're not supposed to be having sex before marriage, but that's neither here nor there. So come to find out, they did get married now. And I come across this headline that she's been attacked by somebody. Now, it sounds like somebody crazy done attacked her because, I mean, I guess they walked up to her in the church, punched her lights out, and gonna say, yeah, I did it because she gave my daughter cancer.
What?
Right. So
Look,
that's crazy. Go ahead, Moochie. Go ahead.
All right, so I'm gonna go to the videotape, y'all.
We got a video?
Let me share my screen. I'm just gonna go to the confessional.
It's a video.
This is insane. I didn't see the video. I just saw the article and I was like, Moochie, you need to get on
And
this.
most recently, my name is Regina Adams, and I'm the one who punched Loretta Jones in the face. I have filed police reports. I have emailed the church. And most recently, in the past year, I found out that she was the one that has been orchestrating all the attacks, paying for all the attacks against me and my daughter. My name is Regina Adams, and I'm the one who punched Loretta Jones in the face.
All right, so look. Inga says that she thinks it's most of the story. So when somebody say, as I was watching this movie, I don't remember what movie it was, but they made a great point. I'm sorry, guys, I'm eating ice. So they said that you can't give somebody cancer, this and that, and that. And it was like, yes, you can if you stress them out and all of this. So
what movie was that? Because I remember that. I remember the whole lines.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be like a funny movie too, but I don't remember. I totally forgot, guys. So that's probably what she could be talking about, because that from that little clip right there where she is talking about, I'm the one who punched her in the face. It sounds like there might have been, she's saying that the first lady is behind some stuff, I guess. So maybe she caused a lot of pain and suffering. I have no idea, but maybe that's her way of saying with all the stress that she may have been behind or caused her daughter, that's how she got cancer. But we don't know. I would love to know more of the story, guys, because I don't know. This sounds crazy.
All I know is she gave her like
she had to go to the hospital and stuff. Like she was.
Oh, she gave her 2 pieces and a biscuit.
It sounded like it was a one-hitter quitter, to be honest. Yeah, because that's what they was the article.
She said one-hitter quitter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not gonna I don't know. And then she confessed like that was me that punched her in the face.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna laugh at it. I can't.
Yeah, I can't. The confessional gets me. That's the part that gets me.
Yes.
The confession.
Right, like it's a whole reality show. She got
like, that's right. It was me. Don't it remind you of, like, you know how when you watch on the Real World, how they used to go to...
Yeah.
I'm the one who punched
Wait, let me look at Look, I don't trust any of these churchgoers.
No.
They be doing some shady stuff in the churches. This is way more than this. There's way more to the story.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can
ain't gotta be nothing.
I can hear Inga's voice.
That's true too. I'm with you on that as well, Nita. It don't gotta be nothing to the story.
Right.
It could just be a crazy person. Exactly. Like sometimes that's all it is.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this. Do you think this woman was really taunting her? You know how when you taunt somebody where they be like, yo, the next time I see this chick, it's on.
I'm gonna punch you in your face.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch her in the face. I mean, like, I don't care. And look, even in church, look, you know how you be telling your friends something, yo, the next time I see her, it's on. And she be like, you gonna hit sister so-and-so?
Okay.
Even in church?
Yes,
even in church.
Here's my evaluation. Oh, go ahead, Nita. Go ahead.
Well, I was just about to say she got the man, so why would she be taunting him? Because I would think that would be the longest thing she's been with this man, decades, being long suffering, waiting until he get into a wheelchair to marry her. You got him now, so I mean, what I'm saying? Why would she be taunting anybody?
Exactly.
And any boo boo, I got the ring.
Right.
She must be doing something like that, because remember, she was on a reality show where he wouldn't commit.
Yeah, I mean, on reality show, she's been pretty laid back, but who knows that you don't know how people are just because you see them on a reality show. But here's my thing. If you look at that lady and you look at this lady, because like I said, I recognize her from the reality show, and she upholds herself like a classy person. She looks like she only associates with people of a higher class or higher standard. So if you're looking at this lady, not trying to disrespect her, But I don't. Do you really think that this would be a person that she would be given the time of day? That's what I'm
saying.
Look, we ain't see the daughter because that's who she was fighting for.
And do she have a daughter? Let's talk about it.
Look,
Does
we
she
ain't
even
see the
have a daughter for real?
Look, the daughter could be like a plow, and all put together well, and she just, look,
That's
she just look
true
the way she could. All right, I'm just saying.
Might be somebody that's more of a class.
Look, and Tina said, sound like she was hit with the wrath of God.
Listen.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have took the.
Moochie, you are funny. But yeah, we need to get more to the story. It doesn't
need to get video of the actual hitation.
That's what I thought we was gonna see.
I thought we was gonna see the sock. And shoot, now the way Miss Kata described it, a one-hitter quitter. Like, I want to know if she.
And it's a mega church, so they
you
had to hear
something like this. You had to hear some stuff like, oh my goodness, that's Sister So and so. You had to hear some. Where they going? Oh, good heavens!
It's a mega church. They got cameras everywhere. They got that footage.
I want them to leak it just like they leaked the footage when the pastor got robbed. So if they streaming it online, we should be seeing it in a couple of days.
Exactly.
But it might have been.
It might have been her get whisked off.
It might not have been during a service though.
What you said, Kay?
It might not have been during the service though.
I don't think so either. I think it was before service began, and because the way they had her outside already. So she might not have been in where she had to walk inside to get to her. You understand? She might have been walking by and then caught her like that, like a
listen, sometimes even if it's not during a church, like a day that they're holding church, sometimes because they're the clergy or whatever, they got to be there 7 days a week sometimes, or a certain days out of the week. And none of the churchgoers or anything are supposed to really be in the building, and she might know that, and she said, I'm gonna come up in there when ain't really nobody around, so I know for sure I could get her. It's probably not gonna be no security, because security probably is really there during like church services. So
it might have been some type of women's group Bible study.
Angel said she got the video. She got the video.
What?
Did she send it to you, Moochie?
Inga.
She said she saw it.
Wait a minute. I saw the video with them putting her in handcuffs and
okay.
We don't need to see that.
I want to see the action.
What you say you want to see? You want to see them whisking her away? Hold on.
No, I want to see the one Kate was talking
about.
No, she want to see the one-hitter quitter.
Okay, we can't see I want to see the one-hitter quitter too, because I feel like the way Miss Kate described it, she hit her, and the church was like, oh, like it was like a whole reaction thing to it.
Wow.
And then for her to come on TikTok and make a video saying it was me, ain't no shame in her.
I'm still trying to figure out how you can give somebody cancer.
Oh,
that whole statement.
That's just somebody that's talking. Somebody died and they go through the stages of grief. That's just the angry.
But did she die though? She just said she gave.
I don't know. But died. Still, that people you mourn that like it's a death anyway.
No, people are not zapping you and giving you cancer. That is not how that works.
Right. She sounds crazy.
Girl, no. I'm just like, no. The whole story sounds bogus from the beginning. That woman was just mad at that woman, and she wanted to hit her, and she got her lit. So I guess that's just
here's what I think the biggest thing to take from this story is that they need to beef up security in church, because it's not safe there either.
I know these people is just losing their mind and putting hands and coming up and stuff on people.
Just coming up in there doing all no.
Wow.
You mean to tell me that you're gonna have to start folks getting shit before they go into the church.
Inga said she gave the first lady a 2-piece, fries, biscuit, and a soda.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I saw the video with the cops whisking on. Well, that's the one where she was like, hold on, I'm gonna see if. Yo, that's the one I seen. Oh, here we go.
Sure. I'm like, are they filming for a new reality?
You see her? Look at her shoes.
She gave my daughter cancer for stopping her for over years. That's why I did that.
What? It sounded like she said she gave my daughter cancer for something.
My daughter cancer for stopping her for over years. That's why I did that.
Stalking her over the years.
Yeah, that's her.
Was stalking her over the years. That's what she said.
Why his face had to look like that though?
So she was.
I was just looking at her little white boots.
And here's the thing: if she was really stalking her, why didn't your daughter get a restraining order?
Right, police, anything like, girl, yes.
So this is the first time we hearing about it.
Well, let's ask this: was he messing with her?
Girl,
Nita, come on now, come on with it. I know you watched the first.
You know that was where my mind was going, but because ain't nobody said his name, we was just trying to show who these women were. They said it was him, and then they blamed it on the women. So,
well, this is him. Do you think he got a lot of You think he buzzing around? He was buzzing around a lot of people. He couldn't commit. He wouldn't commit to this woman.
Yeah, forever. It took forever.
We know his track record, and he's been a forever bachelor, and he could still be operating like that. Like when he was in the wheelchair when he proposed to her, like finally, I'll let you marry me. But
yeah, because I'm all disabled now.
You know what I'm saying? So if it felt like he did, he said he wants somebody to be able to take care of him in his old age. What?
Wow. I need Candy. Listen, I need them to start at the beginning and not the end.
I don't know what's going on.
That's
but
crazy.
yeah, you know, I was always gonna say the man is always at the center of the drama because people will go crazy over some piece of peen. I always thought it was about him, but I'm gonna let y'all have it because ain't nobody brought his name up. They just said, "Oh, these women are, you know, of his church," and they fight.
Nah, nobody's coming forward where they like he cheated with me too. Nobody's doing that,
right?
So let me add. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next topic. Nita, this is the other thing with the man. Yes, you ready?
Yep.
All right. I want to share.
This is a lot, y'all. So brace yourself.
Look, brace yourself for this, and then we're gonna.
Right, the woman is touched, Inga. Like, girl.
Okay, here we go. Can y'all see it?
Not yet.
All right, hold on. Let me get it together.
Hey, Vonnie Love.
Hey, Vonnie Love.
Weirder and weirder. They're into some really weird fixations. And usually I'm for my boys. Like, I'll stick up for them first before I stick up for anybody else. But I really want to talk to these women real quick because what I just got wind of is not cool. So I was on Grindr, and if you don't know what Grindr is basically like a dating meetup hookup app for, of course, gay men. So whatever. I was talking to this dude, and actually me and him had words last year. We've been kind of like talking on and off since like last year. And he was like, when we gonna finally meet? When we gonna finally do this? I'm like, okay, so when you free, let's link up, let's have a drink or whatever. He like, oh yeah, I'm free tonight. What you up on? I'm like, I ain't doing shit. What you got up? So he was like, yeah, you should come over, but can you be quick? I'm like, what do you mean be quick? And he's like, well, can you get here soon? I'm like, why are you like so pressed on time? You got somewhere to be? If that's the case, let's just link up a whole different time. So he then tells me, he's like, nah, it ain't that. It's just my girlfriend gonna get home from work very, very soon. I'm like, bitch, your girlfriend? I'm like, oh, you too? So again, a reminder: me and him has been talking on and off since last year, and he has never mentioned that he had a girlfriend. And mind you, we've made plans before to link up, and never happened, or whatever the case may be. I knew that he was like some type of discreet, which is not abnormal within our community, but to be down low with the girlfriend, I was like, yeah, I have to bow gracefully. So I respectfully told him, I was like, yeah, dude, I'm not really into dudes that really be having girlfriends. It's just not my thing. I mean, I think you're cool, but it's just not my thing. So, I can't personally do it. But y'all know me and my nosy ass. So I had to ask more questions. I'm like, so dude, like, does she know? Like, does she know about what you got going on? And of course he says no, but that ain't the part that like really took me under. So I'm talking to him and I'm asking him, like, so if she doesn't know and you want someone to come over, like, right at the cusp of when she gets off work and she could possibly pull up, I said, so what if she does pull up and you have a dude over, then what? He's like, well, that's kind of hot.
What?
I'm like, bitch, what? Like, what? So I'm like, explain to me what fixation you get out of your girlfriend possibly catching you. He's like, well, I've had threesomes before, and I've always told my homies to dress up as like thugs or homeboys. So if she was to come over while everything is going on, we can all like we watching football or like being homies or whatever. But in real life, we getting it down.
Wow.
And he told me that the possibility of getting caught is what makes the whole thrill of everything so exciting. So I want to let y'all girls.
That's crazy to me. Because first of all, you cannot just act like. So if y'all getting semi-caught in the act, y'all not masking no smell or no bussy. Like, booty hole smells like. I don't care what kind of hat to the back, some snatchback. I don't care how thuggish he looking. You not masking no whole situation that y'all got going on. That just don't make no sense. I don't know, but I was looking at that, and you remember when we was on EJ Ortika's channel, and we was talking about the whole, was it their channel? When we was talking about how people disguise themselves up and be like, just playing out the whole thing. You may not have been on that. No, it was the Derrick Jackson one. It was the Derrick Jackson.
Okay. No. I wasn't there for that.
And he was saying that because the girl looked like a stud, looked like a lesbian who presents like a man, that his wife shouldn't have had a problem with it. And I was just like, no, because in my mind, those are the lengths that y'all will go through and jump through them hoops to, how women, like if I put on a snap and put on a sweatshirt or something, I could potentially, well, not with my lashes on stuff, but I could potentially look like a dude. But I was just like, it was just crazy to me. But I know it's not far-fetched. I know people will do those type things. And I was just like, the whole thing is that, ladies, I just want you to be careful. That's crazy. That's all the PSA is. And don't think that these men won't jump through hoops and don't get off on doing these type of things. It's called triangulation, is having somebody fight over you. It makes their dick hard. It makes their rocks, they get off on it. Somebody fighting over them. So they got a man fighting over them. They got a woman fighting over them.
But I just don't understand why lie about stuff like that. To me, that's not good.
Right.
That's horrible to me.
And this new age stuff, and everybody's being more comfortable with trying to live in their truth. And
well, if you're going to live in your truth, be truthful and tell the truth. If this is what you like, that's what you like. Give me an option, to say yay or nay. And I feel like you're taking away that option.
Right. But most of the time, they operate in deceit. Like they like to play the field, like they single, but they got all these chicks all around the city or whatever. Like, that's just how they operate. So, like I said, the end of the day, the PSA is to be careful, ladies. That's all I'm saying.
Well, which one was the one that caught my attention?
Which one?
I was scrolling. This was earlier this week, and I couldn't believe my ears to what I was hearing with this story.
Did you send me this
Go
one?
to the story. Hold on. This is the story.
But the ride to the prison was too long, and I met.
Let me go back to it again.
Coast to coast, and I want
All
to
right,
go
sorry about that,
I
y'all.
love you, Squabbins. I'm talking Squabbins to you, baby. Squabbins.
Oh Lord. Now
What
my
you think? I got the best and most, baby, from coast to coast, and I want to boast, cause I love you, Squabbins. I'm talking Squabbins to you, baby. Squabbins. So what you think?
All right, here you go.
Special effects people.
Season 2 trailer for Power Book 4
my
Force
God.
drops right now.
It's pissing me off right now. This is pissing me off.
You got
Okay, here we go.
Found a question, ladies and germs. So actually it's
oh my God.
It is a question. Sorry. Renee, my girlfriend of 4 years, told the cops that my drugs were hers. She did the time for me. I thought the judge would be lenient because she didn't have a record. Nope. She received 2 years in prison and lost her job. I visited her twice, but the ride to the prison was too long and I met someone else. I don't accept her prison calls, but I replied to her letters. She's getting released in August and expects to come back to her apartment. The landlord let me renew the lease in my name due to the circumstances, and I've been paying rent.
Damn.
But my new girlfriend is pregnant
wild.
and stays with me. I told my girlfriend that Renee died when we first hooked up. So she's been wearing Renee's clothes as well.
Yo. He didn't do anything right.
How to fix things with my girlfriend when Renee returns. How to gently let Renee know she's been replaced and her apartment is mine.
He don't fuck with Renee at all.
Can you believe that?
Girl.
Can you believe that?
I be trying to tell y'all, look, get your
Look, it's not everybody, but this I just
want her to get her badge and put it on because you know the girls like to have a ride or die. The badges on how many times they ride and die for these niggas. Put them all cheap part, girl. It's I don't wear like Girl Scout badges. So just put your badge on and go to the next person. Next.
I don't believe I couldn't believe this when I saw this today. He done took her apartment. The girl is wearing her clothes.
Why couldn't you? Why couldn't you believe it though? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Wait a minute. Tina said she saw this situation on Tubi. Please tell me the name of the movie.
And you know that stuff is based on real life, y'all. Come on now. I don't know why y'all sit up here like we got some nice and shining armors, girl. Cut it out.
Look, I'm going to say this, some, not all. Nita, you have to learn to say that. Some, not all.
You can say that. I'm not saying it.
Do you have anything to add? I just don't understand.
Scary as heck out here.
Yo, it is. This make me feel like
yeah, it's scary.
Be careful. Don't be dumb. Don't be. And that's like, you remember with the Shy, how Jamal keep trying to tell Lene, stop it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because you know these women get caught up in their feelings. And the men disregard them and throw them out like the next day old trash. And I wish y'all just let them know that and stop sugarcoating it.
I couldn't. When I saw it, I was just scrolling minding my business, and I seen that, and I was like, "Oh my God!"
You sent it to me, but I didn't watch it. But
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
A mess.
Like, yo, she did a bid for him. And he said, it is too far to go up there. I don't feel like going up there for that long ride. And she did the bid for you.
Sounds about right.
I'm like, what?
Right. That's all I can do is shake my head. Next day.
I'm look. She don't even know what's going on, KIM, because she don't even know that he's doing all of this. She's still inside.
Is he even writing her?
He said he answers her letters. He writes to her, but he don't take her phone calls. She should know something's wrong from there. From the phone calls.
I'm sorry.
To me, they should find out, because he made the confession saying that it was him. They should find him and now lock him up on the charges and let her go and clear her record.
But the lady read that. So it's not really, anybody could have made up that story. It's not really.
We don't know that.
Story. I know
that. Look, people to me,
girl,
people send stuff and so they can find out who the server is, where it came from, all of that other stuff. People tell on themselves sometimes nowadays for no reason. Now, what's the reason for you telling this story? To let everybody know that you got over on somebody?
Yeah, it feels circumstantial. I don't feel like it's gonna stick. I mean, if you get a good lawyer, I think it wouldn't be able to stick coming from somebody just reading it online. So
I'm just saying, what if I'm just hypothetically
good karma.
I'm just hypothetically
good karma. I would love that.
Hypothetically speaking, he made this wrote this letter. What if they, how like when they was questioning the girl and they was like, we know this isn't your stuff, we know this is the guy's stuff, and this is a good story. I mean, like, if you was writing something,
right? That's why I was like, Inga
if I was writing something to this, I would want it to come back, because he did the social media thing, and you get like them people that be looking at social media, them cops, and they find out where everything came from and then go investigate it, and then they go back to the confessional and find out what's up, Detroit, and they find out they find out that he concocted this whole story and that made her do the bid for him. I'm just saying.
I want to know that Tina said it's a movie on Tubi, so I'm waiting for her to.
I'm waiting for Tina to tell us the name of the movie, because we might do a watch, y'all.
Because look, the way you saying it might have played out like that. It could have played out like that. We'll see. We shall see. But it's an interesting story. But like I said, girls, don't be dumb.
I just wish we saw the how Miss K described it, the one-hitter quitter. The one-hitter quitter. If we would have saw the one-hitter quitter, other than the outburst afterwards, that's what I would want to see.
That's sad what this world has been reduced to. Wanting to see somebody get their lights punched out.
I mean, look at her. Did you see her face?
It made the news.
Look, I can't believe she was like, and yes, it was me that punched her in the face.
Yeah, and what is she doing? She's home. So what that means? She's awaiting like charges or something like that. Like how the heck is she able to be on some video telling folks that she was the one that punched her? And what if she's not? Like, who said they saw the video? Inga, does that look like the same lady? Because listen, it could be all kinds of lies going on.
It looked like her. Look at the little white boots and look at her hair, how she was getting taken off.
Yeah, all I saw was the complexion. I couldn't tell.
All I saw was the little white boots. I was too distracted by them little boots and them thick legs and them little boots.
Jesus.
Oh Lord.
Did you guys? Do you have another topic, Moochie, or are you finished?
No, that's actually the last one, and we almost at the hour mark.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
just was
'cause
trying
I
to get
was,
back into the swing of things. So,
did you guys hear about? Remember how we were talking about the situation with Bronny, and then now there's another kid that actually, but he died. He collapsed during a
the
workout.
basket,
He
yeah,
actually died. Yeah, I'm like, this is
Another
too
one?
much. Yeah,
yeah.
it's too much. It's really scary. I don't like it.
I forgot what college he went to.
What is going on?
I think he was he a college USC? Was he a college? He was 17. He was 25 top 25 high school basketball star in the country.
I know he was All-American or something.
Yeah, so he
like
wasn't
one
in
of those
college.
kind of things.
He wasn't in college yet. He was only 17. Alabama's number 2 high school player. So he was still in high school. Very sad. But I don't know what. All I know is that, we were talking about it, and my mom was saying that she feels like they don't do real physicals for these kids, like real sports physicals. They just kind of like go through the motions of, they check the heartbeat, make sure everything's good. They do the height, they do the weight, they do the eye exam, just whatever it is to make sure
I feel
that
like now with all of this going on,
nothing outlandish to make it like so where it says nothing extensive. So when my son got his physical, I asked for an EKG. Like that's the least you could do. You know what I'm saying?
I was just gonna say that too.
Well, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I agree. I agree with you. I believe they should be doing EKGs on these kids, especially since now that it's happening more often, and they don't want to correlate it with what. They don't want to correlate it with the jab.
Right. So it's like, hello, they should definitely have EKGs a part of the physical, and they need to get blood work.
I'm with the blood work and urinalysis. That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah.
All right. So on that note, we about to be out of here.
Moochie, I just sent you the movies on Tubi, the names of the movies.
Wait a minute. I can't with you.
No, Tina put it in the chat.
No, I'm gonna look. I saw it in the chat in the thing. I'm gonna check it out. But we about to be out of here. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Renee Hicks. Thank you, LSW. Thank you, Detroit. I gotta get up with you. Thank you, LSW. Thank you, Inga. Thank you, Suburbia Joe. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. Thanks for coming out. God bless. Have a good night. Thanks for coming out to the show, and we will talk to you guys soon. Later.
Bye.